Hey everyone, um, I'm making this video because I just realized I haven't been making videos, and that's kind of a funny thing to say, but what happened was at the end of 2023, when I was making my last video, I was concerned about a job that I had quoted, and I thought maybe I had missed the mark, I had overbid it, or I was concerned that somebody else might actually win it. And what happened was I did get that job. And at that time, that was the largest job that I had done in that year. I'm pretty sure of that. This is the end of 2023. And I was traveling a lot for it. And it was the end of the year, November-ish, I want to say, when I finished it. And right after that, I seemed to get a lot of, I seemed to get a lot more business. And so I flew out to, or at least more interest. And so I flew out to California in January, and I was told that I was potentially going to be part of this large move from one location of California to Germany. And this equipment needed to go from this point to this point, which is obviously very far between each other. And in order to do that, they needed to qualify their process in Germany. And that meant that they needed to rebuild some of their redundant equipment and qualify that process before they could ship everything. And so I was brought in, and they gave me this full scope of work that could be. And at the same time, as soon as I got home at the end of January, I got this other job that required me to travel. I think it was like 4 weeks in total, up to Rochester and down into lower New York. And this company wanted to move machinery from point A to point B, same type of job, scope. And I won that. And so I was back and forth for months in New York. And at the same time, I had to hire some people to, I just sub out some of that work because it was so much. And right after that, actually, in the midst of that, I had a family tragedy, and it really shook our family and my life and my nuclear family. And right after that, my son was born, and there's a whole lot that went on in between those 5 months. We're in May now, and so right after my son was born in May, I took some time off, and in June, I got accepted for this. I got a purchase order for this large rebuild project from California. So it was like bang, bang, bang. And the problem was that when I got this rebuild project, I wasn't prepared for it. And so I had to scramble to find a shop. I had to find a forklift. I had to fit my shop with air, with water, I had to clean it up and set it up, essentially. And then on top of that, I had to find people to help me. And so I was working overtime. I mean, I was working so much in that time between June and, let's say, October. So that many months, I had to do so much work. I had to do the schematics. I had to do all the bill of material, order all these components, receive all these components. I had to build a control panel. It was just a ton. And I'll share more about that later. But basically, that took me into October. And after October, I took a little bit of a breather, and I shipped that machine at the end of October, and so it arrived early November, and I went to California in mid-November, and I set it up and commissioned it and got it complete. And then right after that, I came home and I bought a home, and so bang, 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 just one after the other, things were going on. And I closed 2024 with 10 times the revenue, 10 times the profit of 2023. And it was a crazy year. And I plan on sharing a lot more about specific events in it. But basically all that to say is I forgot about making videos. I really regret it now. I regret that I was so busy I forgot to do that, because I was going through a lot of emotional roller coaster of things, because My business was taking off, which was wonderful. But handling that on top of my job, on top of my family, on top of all the things I needed to do and all the things I needed to set up for my business, for my shop, it was so much. I wish I would have taken videos of it. I really wish I could have shown those steps in my life and really shown my work. I could have taken videos in my shop of me building the panel. I could have taken videos of me rebuilding the machinery. I could have taken the opportunity to do those things. And so I really, I'm upset about it. I just totally forgot. It slipped my mind. But I want to make a point in 2025 to not let that happen. And my plan is to share some things about 2024. I want to share some lessons in that. I want to share what I did. I want to share how 2025 starting off, which seems to me like a huge year is coming, and it's probably going to be. It's looking like it's the year I have to quit my job. It's just going to be that large. There's that much work being quoted, and the scale is much larger than last year, and so I already know what last year was like, and I don't think I can manage to make it through another year like that. It was just so much. But I was blessed by it, really. But anyways, yeah, so 2025 is looking very good, and I'm excited for it. But I want to make a point that this video stands as, a marker where I'm coming back to this channel, and I really want to make a point to make it regular, to make these videos regular, to make this a priority in my life, recording these steps in my business, because it's interesting to me to go back and watch myself. Truly, that's kind of why I'm thankful that I took those videos in 2023, because I went back and watched them. Finally, I got a breather at the beginning of this year, and I was like going through my YouTube, and I remember I had videos, and I watched them all, and I reflected on those, and I was thankful I had done those videos, because I remember where I was in my business at that point. I remember what I was dealing with, but all that's now missed in 2024. I only have my own memory. So I want to make this video to point out that 2024 was a big year. 2025 is going to be a bigger year. And I want to make videos throughout it. I really want to share that experience as I'm going through new projects, going through my business, building it up. And so I just hope that, I can generate some interest from it. I made this channel as a means to share and educate my experience with others. I think going from an employee to an entrepreneur is a very hard change, and it's even harder when you have a family like I do with young children. You're already pretty established in your career. It's pretty hard to do that, but it can be done, and I know it can be done because I'm getting closer and closer every day. And so I really want to encourage people through this channel. I really want people to use this information to provide some benefit to them, some education for them. You don't have to be an engineer. You don't have to be in the same field I am in, but you might be dealing with the same type of life challenges. And so I want to make this channel a priority for that reason. I really want to bring value in that way. And so anyways, I just hope that this year's going to be good. I hope people are here to watch it. And thanks if you do.